Johnny Cantrell's Neuroplasticity, The Secret Behind Brain Plasticity opens with an empowering message: your brain is not a fixed machine but a dynamic organ capable of profound change. Cantrell invites readers into the fascinating world where neuroscience meets personal transformation, showing how understanding neuroplasticity can unlock new pathways for mental and emotional growth. The book begins by explaining the fundamental concept that our brains are constantly reshaping in response to our experiences, thoughts, and behaviors. Cantrell uses clear, accessible language to dismantle the myth that we are stuck with the brain we were born with. Instead, he introduces the idea that each of us holds the power to rewire our brains toward healthier, more productive patterns. Through compelling stories and examples, Cantrell illustrates how negative thought patterns and habits develop through repeated neural pathways. But importantly, he emphasizes that these pathways are not permanent prisons. By intentionally engaging in new behaviors and thoughts, we can create alternative routes in the brain, gradually weakening old, unhelpful circuits and strengthening new, positive ones. A significant part of the book is dedicated to practical strategies for rewiring the brain. Cantrell guides readers through exercises rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy that encourage awareness and intentional change. These exercises include mindfulness practices, journaling prompts, and habit replacement techniques designed to interrupt automatic negative thoughts and reinforce new mental habits. One particularly vivid example is Cantrell's exploration of anxiety and how it can be rewired. He explains how anxious thoughts often arise from deeply ingrained neural circuits formed by past experiences. However, through repetitive cognitive exercises and exposure techniques, these circuits can be weakened, and the brain can be trained to respond more calmly and rationally to stressors. Cantrell also addresses procrastination, a common struggle many readers face. He breaks down how procrastination is linked to brain wiring that favors immediate gratification over long-term rewards. By practicing delayed gratification exercises and restructuring daily routines, readers learn how to build new neural habits that prioritize productivity and reduce avoidance behaviors. The book shines in its actionable approach, offering step-by-step guidance on how to implement neuroplasticity principles in everyday life. Cantrell encourages readers to set small, achievable goals that gradually stretch their mental flexibility. This incremental approach helps prevent overwhelm and builds confidence as the brain adapts to new patterns. Cantrell stresses the importance of consistency and patience. Neural change doesn't happen overnight, it requires repeated practice and dedication. This message is woven throughout the book to motivate readers to persist through setbacks and understand that the brain's rewiring is a gradual, rewarding process. Mindfulness and meditation feature prominently as tools for cultivating brain plasticity. Cantrell explains how these practices increase awareness of automatic thought patterns, making it easier to interrupt and redirect them. He also highlights scientific findings showing structural brain changes in long-term meditators, reinforcing that mental discipline has tangible neurological effects. In addition to cognitive and emotional rewiring, Cantrell touches on lifestyle factors that support brain plasticity, such as exercise, sleep, and nutrition. He paints a holistic picture of brain health, emphasizing that a supportive body nurtures a flexible mind, creating a foundation for effective neuroplastic change. Throughout the narrative, Cantrell's tone is encouraging and compassionate, recognizing that change can be challenging but always possible. He shares stories of individuals who overcame depression, anxiety, and bad habits by committing to neuroplastic principles, inspiring readers to believe in their own capacity for transformation. The book also delves into the role of neuroplasticity in relationships, showing how changing communication habits and emotional responses can rewire social interactions for the better. Cantrell's insights help readers see that brain change isn't just personal but can ripple out to improve connections with others. Towards the end, Cantrell addresses common obstacles to brain change, such as self-doubt and fear of failure. He offers strategies for overcoming these mental barriers, including reframing failure as a learning opportunity and cultivating a growth mindset, which itself is a product of neuroplasticity. Finally, Cantrell closes with an inspiring call to action, to take charge of your brain's evolution by consciously choosing the thoughts, habits, and experiences that shape your mental landscape. He reminds readers that they are not victims of their wiring but architects of their brain's future, empowered to design lives of greater well-being, resilience, and joy. In essence, Neuroplasticity, the secret behind brain plasticity, is a guidebook for personal transformation grounded in neuroscience. Its rich blend of storytelling, science, and practical advice invites readers to embark on a lifelong journey of mental growth and healing, armed with the knowledge that change is always within reach.